Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew Sun, president of Heritage University, and welcome to another one of our sessions of Facebook Live, where we're trying to communicate with our students, faculty, and staff about the developments that are happening regarding the spread of the coronavirus. As you know, these are very difficult times, and our first goal is to make sure that all of us in the Heritage community are healthy and we can stay healthy. And that is why we have moved to extend spring break for 1 week and then move to a remote learning environment. And that is why also yesterday, our first session of Facebook Live was led by Dr. Christina Nirati, our chair of the nursing department, where she provided very valuable information on how to avoid spreading the coronavirus. And that session is already online. You can watch it in our Facebook page. And we might do another one with her at different times if you have additional questions for her. Our goal is to be very open and to communicate with you to make sure that you all have the information you need to be successful. Our session today has two very important people from Heritage University, Krantz, our Director of Information Technology, and Ed Rousculp from the faculty, who are going to be providing important information on how to adjust to this new remote learning environment. But first of all, let me assure you that we know at Heritage University, we know that for some people this is difficult and that this is a difficult transition and that you're probably stressed out about whether you're going to be successful in this remote learning environment, in doing things online. Let me assure you that we understand that and that we will work with you to make sure that you do not fall behind. Please, if you you don't feel comfortable that you're getting all the resources that you need or all the information you need to be successful this semester, reach out to us. You will have the opportunity to see in a few minutes two very important people at Heritage, Krantz and Ed Rousculp. You can reach out to them. You can reach out to Dr. Mel Hill and Student Affairs. She can also support you. You can reach out to our provost, who could not be here today, but our provost, Dr. Kazu Sonoda, and he will also help you. Or please feel absolutely free to reach out to me. You can send me an email. You can call my office. You can even come and visit at the university because the university is still open. We are working here, but we are creating opportunities for social distancing to make sure that we are avoiding the spread of the coronavirus. But that does not mean that if you are healthy and you feel you need support, you can come to campus, and as long as we're keeping the protocols of social distancing, we will help you. So please don't feel that you're isolated and alone. You're still part of the Heritage community, and you will be successful this semester and beyond. Our mission is to make sure that you as students graduate and become professionals in this valley, become the leaders of this valley and beyond. So we will work with you to keep that promise to you. Don't be afraid of reaching out, as I said. That's the most important thing. Feel free to come to campus, get the information you need. And also, there are some of you that do not have a solid internet connection and therefore are probably not listening to me right now. However, those of you who are watching and listening and you have friends that you know that need this information, please let them know, and please let them know to reach out to us. So now, without further ado, I would like to introduce Krantz. He's our Director of Information Technology that will begin this session letting you know what is needed in order to be successful in the remote learning environment. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Sund. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Krantz, Director of Information Technology here at Heritage University, and I wanted to talk today a little bit about the technology and resources that are available to you. As we are facing these difficult times and the way we conduct classes is changing a bit, we've started a student online resource page located on MyHeritage underneath the student tab. There, that page is a work in progress, and throughout this week we will continue to add more resources and more information on that page. Most of the information that I will be sharing here today will be posted on that page as well. I want to remind everyone that email is our primary method of communicating. And to keep your inbox clean, if you are experiencing messages that say you need, that you're running out of space, I would suggest going through and cleaning up any of those items that are no longer needed, as well as making sure that the deleted items folder is empty. If you're still having any problems with that, please feel free, reach out to the IT Help Center and we'll get you situated. Office 365 is also available to all of our students. Directions are located on MyHeritage under the IT Help Center page on how to install and get that on your devices. Like Dr. Sund was mentioning just a minute ago, for those of you who don't have internet and probably not watching right now, I did want to bring to your attention that Charter is offering 60 days of free internet service. This also includes the cost of the install and the cost of the router. Now, this is for students who currently do not have internet access. If you do have internet access with Charter currently, and you cancel and you try to resubscribe, they will see that and will not honor the current offer. But they are doing this to try to make sure that in these difficult times, everybody remains connected to the internet. If you don't have Charter in your area, I know other ISPs are also looking at doing similar items, so you would want to reach out to them and see what they're currently offering for students. Another option, if you don't have internet access, is you can turn your phone into a hotspot. A hotspot is just like connecting to Wi-Fi. You're using your cell phone as a mobile hotspot. You're using the data off of your cell phone plan. Of course, you would want to make sure that you have enough data to be able to use this. You'd also want to check with your local cell phone provider to see if there's going to be any extra charges relating to turning on that hotspot feature. Zoom. Right now, we are in the process of rolling out Zoom campus-wide. Zoom is a lot like FaceTime, but on a much larger scale. Zoom provides remote conferencing services like video conferencing, online meetings, chat, mobile collaboration. Zoom can be used on your PC, your Macintosh, tablet, or phone. You can visit the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store, download the app on your phone, and use your phone or mobile device as a way of joining these sessions. Some professors here at Heritage University will use Zoom for some of their classes. And we want to make sure that everyone is prepared to utilize Zoom. Zoom offers another great feature for those of you who enjoy studying in groups. Students will also be given a license to Zoom. And you can hold a Zoom session with your fellow classmates and study from home remotely together, sharing content like PowerPoint presentations and notes and so forth. Headset and webcam. You need a headset or a microphone. A lot of laptops, they have built-in microphone and webcam. If you're using your phone, you can use the camera and the microphone that's built in with the phone. A lot of times the earbuds that you get with your cell phone could be used on your laptop. Plug them into your laptop and you'll have a way to hear and speak in these Zoom sessions. Right now, a lot of these headsets and webcams, they're pretty difficult to find all across the nation and the world because so many of us are moving to this new type of online environment. It's a lot like trying to go to the grocery store and trying to buy water or toilet paper or stuff right now. It's often difficult to find. So please get a hold of the IT Help Center if you're trouble sourcing the appropriate hardware to be able to participate in these Zoom sessions. As of right now, we're planning on Keeping the library open, the computer labs. So for those of you who don't have a computer or don't have internet access, the library computer labs, the library itself, ASC, will remain open. We have sanitized and cleaned all other computer labs on campus and currently plan on keeping those closed. But as progress and time changes, we will reevaluate. We need to make sure that we are following the social distancing. And so if we need more space to make sure that we're appropriately following all of those safety protocols, we will open more up as the need presents. And I want to remind you, the IT Help Center is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are definitely experiencing an increase in call volume. So please leave a voicemail or reach us through email at ithelpdesk@heritage.edu. Our contact information is located on the MyHeritage page underneath IT Help Desk, IT Help Center. We understand times are difficult. The way we conduct classes are changing. Please feel free to reach out to us and we will help in any way possible to get you going. At this point, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, Ed Rousculp.
Good afternoon. I'm Ed Rousculp. I work with the Center for Intercultural Learning and Teaching at Heritage University, and I help support the faculty in meeting student needs. And I want to help you to take advantage of the various tools that the faculty are planning to use for the duration of this COVID-19 situation. So communication is going to be key. And as Aaron said, I want to re-emphasize that it's important that you check your Heritage email regularly and that you delete any messages that you don't need there and empty your deleted mailbox so that you can continue to receive email. Because if your inbox fills up and faculty send a message, you won't receive it. So make sure you keep that clear so that messages can keep coming in. I also want to encourage you to check your course site page in MyHeritage for each of your courses on a regular basis. Faculty may post announcements there, and you'll be able to see if they change coursework, assignments, and as usual, you'll be able to see your grades and other information that the faculty make available to you. Faculty are going to use a variety of tools. They won't all be doing the same thing, but primarily they'll be relying on the MyHeritage course page and helping to communicate to you the instructions for assignments and the support that's available, handouts and resource pages, links to websites, those sorts of things there. The two main virtual classroom systems that we'll be using include Blackboard Collaborate, and especially in English, upper division English classes, and in the MLS program, they'll be using Blackboard Collaborate, but others may also. And that's a tool that will allow you to view all together, synchronously, in other words, maybe during your regularly meeting class time, a PowerPoint presentation, sharing of documents from their desktops or Excel spreadsheets, anything that they might use regularly in your instruction in the classroom. Blackboard Collaborate also allows for breakout rooms so they can do small group work with you and have you having discussions about certain content in those breakout rooms, and they can bring everybody back into the same main virtual room for further discussion and clarification. Many faculty will also use Blackboard Collaborate for office hours. And it's important to make note of the time that your instructor will offer office hours. It gives you an opportunity to check in and ask specific questions, though you can do that also during the regular Blackboard Collaborate session. Office hours gives you a time to check in with your instructor and ask specific questions and perhaps ask about your specific grade or those situations. And they'll be glad to help you. If you need help in using some of the technology that's being used, they can help you with that during office hours and during course sessions also. The second piece of software that Aaron mentioned that many of the faculty will be using for a virtual classroom is Zoom. You may already be familiar with Zoom. You may have used it for meetings or had an instructor use it in class for virtual office hours already. It's similar in some ways in its capabilities to Blackboard Collaborate. So you'll be able to view a PowerPoint presentation as your instructor is talking to you, delivering information. It also has breakout rooms available so they can do small group work. We're trying to set up an online environment that mimics as close as possible the face-to-face experience you would have in your usual Heritage classroom, so that you're not isolated. We're using the best strategies to support your learning that we would normally use in the face-to-face classroom. Be patient with your instructors because some of them are new to this software, and feel free to help them if you can. But they are attending workshops in person and online to gear up their skills when needed so that they can give you all the support that you need. Not a single faculty member has complained that they need to do this. They're anxious to help and to give you the support that they know that you deserve. Be sure to reach out to them through email or text message. If you want to know their preferred method of communication, ask them. They probably will state that in either an email to you or in one of the online sessions that they do. Different instructors have different ways that they like to use communication tools just like you do. So they may prefer that you text them, or they may prefer that you email them, or Facebook message, or any of a variety of options that are open. But the key is that we can resolve issues if we communicate with each other. So if you feel like you're not getting the support that you need, or you have questions or uncertainty, reach out to your instructor for that specific course, or feel free to reach out to me, and we will do everything we can to make sure that you have what you need to be successful this semester. And that includes working with your advisor too. So be sure to check in with your advisor. Registration is open now, and online registration is available. So you might look at the course schedule on MyHeritage, and if you're aware of your needs and you've checked with your advisor before about your advising guide or worksheet so that you know what's next in your program, you could clarify any questions through email with your advisor, and then go ahead and register online, and your advisor can then approve it online. So don't hesitate to reach out. That's really the key to making all of this successful, is communicating and helping us to better meet your needs.
Awesome. We're going to take some questions now from our some of our folks here who are live, and this also helps for those folks that are also watching who will watch this later. So just a couple of things. We do have a former student here online who says that their experience with Zoom has been positive at this point, and yes, we all have to work on this together. So it's a shared effort. I think one of the questions that people are curious about, are things still going to be going on like attendance and tracking? How will faculty know that students are engaged, and so we have some of those same norms that we're used to in the classroom?
Right. Good question. So for the online virtual classroom settings, the synchronous meetings, which many of the faculty will be using, you'll be expected to show up at your class time to the Zoom session or the Blackboard Collaborate session, and the instructor will be able to see you through your video connection if you have video, or through your participation with your microphone, or even if you're just typing in the chat window, because both Zoom and Blackboard Collaborate have all those options available to you. So even if you don't have a headset, you can participate through the chat window. And faculty will be looking for that participation when they take attendance. The other way of taking attendance is through, for some courses, will be through weekly assignments. So your instructor might ask you to make a weekly blog entry or discussion forum entry, or submit an assignment through coursework. If you look in the coursework link in your navigation bar in your course in My Heritage, you can check that. And the options for them, those are several of the options for them, and they'll count attendance by which of those forum entries get done each week and those sorts of things. So do pay attention to the assignment requirements. They may change because of the change in format, but faculty will be taking attendance, and if they have points associated with it, that will still apply. Class participation, all of those things will still apply. But also watch for announcements via email from your instructor, where they may clarify or make an adjustment. Some of you who are working in internship settings, practicum settings outside of the classroom, your instructors will have guidelines for those. It varies from area to area. All the schools are closed now, so education majors aren't permitted to go into schools to take care of some of those assignments, and faculty have been meeting together to come up with alternative work and things that you can be doing that would help you still move forward academically. If you're in a clinical setting that you're still permitted to attend, continue to do that until you hear otherwise from your instructor or the chair of your program.
Okay, excellent. And then it sounds like, too, we had, there's an article out about Hotspots Data, and so maybe this one's for you, Erin. Can you tell us what nationally and kind of locally is freeing up with regards to just bandwidth, and are things going to be really slow and complicated? And can you tell us a little bit about what you know about bandwidth and what service providers are doing to help students, including K-12 students and college students during this time?
Yeah. So I know a lot of the service providers have been looking at how to expand capacity. Where they're at with that, I'm not sure. So far, I have not seen a slowdown either at the house or here on campus. Providers like Zoom and Blackboard Collaborate have increased their capacity as they know that they're going to have 2 to 3 times the amount of customers that they did before. So they're putting up new data centers all across the world in support of online learning. As far as the second question.
Just on the hotspots, I heard that there's hotspots are now being opened up, so I don't know what that means.
The hotspots, I'm not too sure yet. I haven't done too much reading on that yet, but I do know that a lot of the carriers, a lot of the cell phone providers are looking at ways to make more areas available for students to gain access to the internet.
Okay, excellent. And then, and for you a little bit, and maybe this is a combination for you, and so some students may have used our internal network. How has that changed? And can you tell us a little bit about what students will be using now? Do they just save stuff onto their hard drive? And tell us a little bit about uploading assignments and things like that. What are things that they might need? Jump drives? Can they use multiple computers? Can phones work for getting connected to classes?
Well, using a thumb drive or jump drive, using a drive in the cloud, which means then you can move from your phone to your tablet to your laptop or desktop and still access your assignments. And if your laptop should crash, for example, if you've saved things in the cloud through Dropbox or through the Google Drive or iCloud or any of those options, then you can still access your information, your assignments. And I'll let Aaron share about other options.
That's all right. As part of the Office 365 package that you're entitled to as a student here at Heritage is the Microsoft OneDrive. Microsoft OneDrive is free for use. It is a cloud storage just like Google Drive or Dropbox, and it's available for you to use. The instructions are located out on MyHeritage under the IT Help Center section under Office 365.
And many of these drives are available free up to a certain capacity. And if you have a Chalk and Wire account, you can also store assignments there, your work there, not within a portfolio, but you have a file library that you can access through the menu, and you can keep all of your work there. It's another cloud drive, and then you can easily move it into a particular portfolio page if you need that assignment to fulfill a Chalk and Wire assignment requirement.
Excellent. And how about, can you tell us just a little bit about what you think will happen around finals? Like, I mean, what does a final look like online? What does test taking look like online? And what, test integrity? We know we're supposed to be quarantined, right? And doing our part, but tell us a little bit about what that looks like.
So this is something that the faculty are discussing right now, and it varies from department to department. But we do have online testing capability through MyHeritage, and the capability for faculty to elect to lock browsers so that people can take the exam but not have access to other tools online. We're interested and concerned somewhat about academic honesty, and we're relying on all of you to be on your honor, to do your own work, and to help us all make the best of this new learning environment. But your instructors will individually be communicating to you through email or through the online classes that they'll be delivering through Zoom or Blackboard Collaborate, their expectations for assessments.
All right. Well, I think we've covered most of our questions that we have here that have been kind of posted. In terms of just for the general audience, this will be available for people to view at a later date. Again, I think it would be helpful if we could get the IT phone number if people have questions to call, and then we will be posting some stuff there, it sounds like, on our website about how to get in touch with Spectrum. It sounds like wait times are pretty intense right now, right?
Yeah.
How long were you on the phone? Just out of curiosity, what can people expect if they're trying to get a free Spectrum account?
Yeah, I was on hold for about 45 minutes on Saturday, and it was brand new this last week with Spectrum offering 60 days of free service to students who don't have internet access. And some of the folks that I first talked to weren't even too sure themselves. So yeah, expect a little bit of a wait time. Especially use that feature. If they will call you back, I highly recommend use that feature.
Be ready for the phone call. Don't ignore it. It's not a telemarketer. So, and if you have a Spectrum account already, keep it.
Keep it.
Keep it. Do not cancel it.
It will be problematic to try to get that set back up again, and they've got a system by which they're screening out people. So yeah, if you've got that Spectrum account, it's like gold right now. Make sure you keep it. So, okay.
And I think the library building will be open for access to computers. If anyone needs access, we'll be asking you to observe your social distancing, so don't sit right next to each other. But the computers in the library will be available to you to use if you don't have access to internet at home.
And if you're coming to campus for participating in one of the Zoom sessions, I would also recommend that if you have a set of earbuds at home or a headset or something to that matter, bring it with you. Plug it into the computer that you're using there in the lab. If you have any problems, give us a call. We'll come over and give you a hand.
All right, excellent. Well, I will also share that tomorrow. We will look for Tamara Wiley from the director of the Academic Skills Center to talk about how we're going to do online tutoring and supplemental instruction. And so this is a new day for us. Please bear with us as we continue to work through this, navigate this new terrain, our new reality. And Dr. Sun, do you have some closing words for us before we transition here off of our Facebook Live?
I'd like to thank Ed Rousculp and Aaron Krantz for providing this information to us. And I hope that it was valuable to all of those of you that are watching and listening in. Please remember that we will continue to work with you. And if there's any elements of this that seem a little new and that you're not exactly sure which way to go, reach out to us. We will find other ways of explaining the technology to you. We'll find other ways of making sure you connect. We will not in any way isolate ourselves from you, from the students of Heritage University. We will in no way try to end the semester without you having all the opportunities to learn everything you need to learn in order to be successful. So remember, there's going to be other sessions. There's going to be other sessions of these same topics, other sessions in other topics that are of relevance right now. Please share the word to all students that you know that we are trying to communicate with everybody to make sure that this semester will be a successful one for all. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again tomorrow.